Hello YouTube, welcome back to another one of my dueling videos. Now I'm coming back at you with another firm as the earth deck. This time I really wanted to give Amazonas a run. Now you guys know I've used Amazonas before and they were just missing that little bit more attack, and I think with the fuel spell and the skill now being at only 1000 life point loss, it's all you need to activate it. I think this deck is really good. I'm running a pretty standard build. We have the one Amazonas Paladin, which is all we have available at the moment. One Amazonas Trainee, which is going to put monsters back into the deck instead of the graveyard and gain 200 attack for every monster it destroys. We have the three Amazonas Swordswoman. We can take advantage of obviously running into big monsters and they take the damage. It's always a good shield to have because in order for your opponent to get rid of it, they're going to have to damage themselves, so that's pretty cool. We have Amazonas Sage, which destroys a spell or trap card after it attacks. So if it attacks and it stays on the field, you can destroy one spell or trap card that your opponent controls. Very clutch. And probably the best monster in this whole deck is Amazonas Tiger. I know some of you probably don't believe that, but this guy is 1500 on its own. You put one Amazonas next to him, goes to 1900. You put the field spell on, and it's a 2300 beast streak that will just protect all your Amazonas. They can't attack your weak ones. They gotta get through the tiger again. They gotta get through the tiger before. The downside is that you can only control one of them at a time. That's why we only run two. We have the two Cosmic Cyclones to get rid of back row and also to activate our skill. This deck wants to be aggressive, which is something you couldn't do with Amazonas before. You had to kind of play the wait game, make them run into your traps, and now you can actually go a little bit more aggressive. One Super Rush, two enemy controllers, pretty standard. We have two Mirror Walls to protect our monsters in case we don't get or Tiger early game, and also you can pay for it to activate your skill, which is really cool. One Amazonas Archers, and the card that I did not like before and I'm loving in this deck is Queen's Pawn. This card allows you to swarm the field and really put your opponent in a really bad spot. You can when one of your monsters destroys an opponent's monster, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Amazonas monster from your deck. So you can go ahead and search out whatever you want. You need a high attack monster, you can get Paladin. You need your protection, you can go get a Tiger. You need to destroy a card, you can get Amazonas Sage, or you need your opponent to take more damage, you get a Swordswoman. It's just so good. I played this deck for like, I don't know, about an hour. I was watching a Rockets game, and I'm pretty sure I lost only 2 duels out of like 7 or 8 that I played, and one of the losses I break pretty hard. I didn't have any back row support, and the other loss was against an FTK deck, so you can't even count that. But here we're going up against Holy Guard Gladiator Beast. I don't mind the full back row because I'm running 10 monsters, so I know that it's very likely that I'm gonna draw into a monster next. We see the Bestiary, no back row, so that's really lucky for us. Destroy it immediately with the Amazonas Tiger, and I'm able to summon my Amazonas Sage, and I summon her so that because I know Gladiator Beasts run a lot of heavy back row. They finally set a card so I can use my Cosmic Cyclone, get rid of their defenses, get my Gaia power, and look at all that attack on the field. 2200, 2800, 1900, and they can't even attack my 2 weak ones. They have to get over that big boy Amazonas Tiger. Very fun. Let's go to the next one against My Valentine. And this was a quick one, which I wanted to show you that this deck can OTK with the right hand. And this was I believe a Roman strategy, Hazy Flame deck. We're going first. I summon the Tiger, set my Amazonas Archer, set all my back row pretty much, and they just set one monster. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. We see the Treeborn Frog activate my Queen's Pawn, summon my Paladin, 2000 attack, 2300. Didn't even feel it. Didn't even need the field spell that time. You can say that, oh well, there was no back row there, but when you think about it, Hasty Flame doesn't really run back row. They have their Beast Rising, they have the card that can let you summon a Hasty Flame without tributing. Other than that, they're pretty vulnerable. Now we got a Pegasus. I'm gonna keep using this deck. I think I'll use it during the stream too, on Saturday, because we have the tournament on Friday, which would be tomorrow when you guys are gonna be watching this on Thursday. So we got a Cyber Angel using Venu, which I thought was interesting. So that's how they're planning on recycling their Cyber Angel Dakini. But this is a pretty weak turn one, only one card in hand. So I'm feeling pretty good. I have the enemy controller. If I wanted to, I could have gone for Econ Take, but that was not game. Even though he has Mind Scan, he doesn't attack into the Swordswoman because he doesn't want to damage himself. So I just run into him, give him the 1300 damage, and then Econ Take for Venu. Being able to attack with Amazoness Swordswoman into big monsters without worrying about damage is so clutch. It lets you test the back row. It lets you, see if there's something activatable like a Wall of Disruption, a Mirror Wall, stuff like that. I didn't see any delay on that game, so I went for the Econ Take for game. And we have a Bastion versus Bastion. This was actually Earth versus Fire, and I guess I got a little luckier than him. Not the greatest hand, 4 monsters. Definitely you want some back row support, but I pick up Super Rush, which is amazing. I go with the Amazoness Swordswoman. We see the Sergeant Electro. That's when I knew that they were running Mighty as fire. We see Heavy Knight of the Flame, also a fire monster. And that's perfect because I can protect my Amazoness Swordswoman with just one card. And now the Amazoness Tiger here is very clutch. We see the Tenkabito Shien, we see the Heavy Knight of the Flame. He went into the battle phase. He wanted to destroy my Swordswoman, but my Tiger says, no, you have to get through me first. I have my Cyclone, so I sniped that back row right away, which was an enemy controller. Now I can get my Field Spell. And look at this beefy monster right here. 28, 2200 once again, and a 2000 monster that you're going to take damage if you try to attack. Don't even mind the back row that I set as well. Just the Tiger is enough protection. Pretty quick duels, pretty nice and easy wins, the kind I like. And this last duel was against Yugi Moto. I don't actually remember what this was, even though it's the most recent one. They're going first. Oh yeah, I remember now. We see Hammer Shark, and then we see the Submarine Frog, so I know this is Wetlands. I said 2 back rows. I was gonna go for the attack, but we see the Floodgate, and I'm fine with that. Now I made a mistake here, sort of. I forgot that Unifrog can destroy a spell or trap card when they control another frog, so I should have used my enemy controller instead. But because I flipped over my Mirror Wall, he actually destroys the enemy controller, and that basically wins me the game. Had he destroyed the Mirror Wall instead, that would have been harder. I can activate my Mirror Wall, go for Firm as the Earth, destroy the frog right away because it's a threat. We see the top deck Wetlands and the Starboy, but because I pay for the wall, he can't attack me, and that kind of happened pretty quick. But summoning an Amazoness, even though this one is face down, doesn't count. My Tiger goes to 2400, so I destroy the Starboy right away so that he can debuff the Hammer Shark, and now my Amazoness Sage can not only destroy the shark but also the Wetlands, and that poor frog's got nothing to do. Sets a card, which was actually a pretty nice pickup with the Mirror Wall, but I crashed with my Tiger, destroy the Mirror Wall. Sets a card, I pick up Cosmic Cyclone, which is super clutch because that was actually a Wall of Disruption, and then just win the game that way. This deck was so much fun. I probably had more fun using this than Psychics, to be honest. I'm so happy that, I thought of revisiting my Amazoness deck now that we have this amazing skill. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link's gonna be down in the description, along with my PayPal link. If you guys want to support my content, support my channel, I really appreciate that. And don't forget to join my Twitch so you don't miss any streams. Till next time.